This was a wrongful death case against Kaiser Hospital. The hospital did not follow its procedures, and it resulted in the death of Roger Caput's wife. Kaiser fought us tooth and nail. They made no offers and they took us through arbitration. We had to get discovery, we had to fight all the way. They made a zero offer and we recovered the maximum amount recoverable under California law. Here is Roger Caput's story.
The case is essentially that the hospital, after my wife had a major surgery, they gave what was a PAC device attached to her. I've never heard of it as a PAC before, but it's a patient-controlled analgesia. And what it is, it's a pain pump. We were told essentially that it's a very safe machine, that you just push the button. Every 8 minutes, a pain medication would come forth. But they forgot to tell us, did not tell us, neglected to tell us, it's a dangerous situation that only the patient is to press the button. We were led to believe, the family around there could press the button. I pressed the button, my son pressed the button, and as a result, she received an overdose of medication. That overdose essentially killed her. It was her request that we keep on pressing the button because she was in so much pain, and nobody told us that only the patient was to press the button. Also, there were no alarms or indications attached. Even though she was hooked up to monitors, there was no alarms telling us that my wife was in distress. Had I known that she was in distress, I would have called the doctor or nurse immediately. But until a freak indication in the machine, I thought everything was fine and she was finally sleeping and resting. And I pressed the button so that she wouldn't wake up in pain. And that, unfortunately, was the determining factor according to the trial we went through. Let me explain that in a medical malpractice in California suit, it is extremely difficult to get an attorney. I was very pleased to come upon and be recommended to Robert on there, and I was extremely happy at the outcome. I found everything to be quite professional. I am an attorney, I am retired, but emotionally I could not deal with this case. He was excellent. He answered my questions and he went over the case. There's a lot of limitations and expenses involved, and he was very candid about it. We were fighting a hospital program that is not noted for its leniency and was very dogmatic in its inability to come to a settlement, so we had to actually go to an arbitration, and he did an excellent job in pre-trial and in the actual arbitrator's trial. Yes, he was quite excellent on it. He attacked the defense when appropriate, and he was able to bring out our side excellently. He was very good in showing that the hospital did not do what it should have done and did protect all my rights. I would say I have to live with that for the rest of my life. And not knowing what happened was a very emotional thing. Thank you, Robert, for all your work in helping us, my understanding what happened. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Many attorneys will not take medical malpractice cases in the state of California because of the limits that are put on the recovery. Jonathan Rovin and I will fight for you, even in those kind of cases, because we think that you have the right to have justice when a loved one is injured.